Alert, alert. Won-Jin in the presence. Alert, alert. All security, all security. Won-Jin is in the building.
Applause.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is JoeJinMovieSoAwesome. I'm Joe.
I'm One Jin.
Today we're going to start off with our spoilers review of Avatar 3.
Also known as Fire and Ash.
Is it Ash and Fire or Fire and Ash?
I think it's Fire and Ash.
Yeah. Let me tell you something. There were barely any ash. I felt like it should have been called Water and Fire. But anyway, before we start, thank you to our Triple Trouble, Scott Walker, Zezzy, Voida Parrot, 75 subscribers, Zach Miller Does Movie, Kayla Marie, Jasmine, Fatal J, Russian ID.
So let's Trench Coat, Uchan Hong.
Known from Indonesia. And all of y'all, you know who you are.
And by the way, guys, how is the sound today? Is the volume okay?
Wait, technical difficulty. I have to go to. Okay.
Did you get it to work?
Yep. So Walker, Zedzy in the building.
Joe, you hurt my feelings a little bit last week.
Oh really?
Oh.
I'm sorry, Walker. I was messing around, but if that hurt your feeling, I'm sorry, Walker. I was just being cranky, tired, and yeah. Okay. So our schedule today is we're gonna do Avatar 3 first.
And then my review of Pluribus, because this time Joe hasn't had the chance to watch the latest episode. And then we'll talk about
Fallout
the new
Season 2.
Fallout Season 2, Episode 1.
And then we're gonna do
A Let's Talk session.
on Christmas movies, like Walker, you requested. All right. Anyway, this is gonna be our Avatar 3 review.
Yes.
Here we go.
Right. Why don't you go first?
All right. So I had a lot of mixed feelings about this one because I wish, I thought a lot about it, Won-Jin, but I wish Way of the Water and this movie was just one movie. So
I see what you mean.
Instead of 3 hour, 20 minute, 3 hour and 20 minute, just make it 2 hours and then combine it and make it a 4 hour experience.
Yeah. I agree with you because the impression I got from this movie is it didn't feel like a third movie. It felt like an extension of the second movie. And that's not good for me because there was basically nothing fresh or new. Remember the first movie back in 2009? It had a very distinctive and a very clear plot. So the humans fucked up so bad on Earth that they came to this like heavenly planet called Pandora to mine their resources. So the humans send a former Marine in this hybrid body of the natives, and he somehow bonds with them, and they fight against this corporate greed and human conquest and extortion of natural resources. So that was like the central plot. Basically like Pocahontas. I'm not exactly sure what the second movie was about.
Well, second one was...
So, I mean, yes, now he started a family.
No, but
and there are these like whales, and they're like whaling, and they fight against them. And that supposedly dead colonel comes back, and one of the sons die. So, what's the central plot there?
Well, I thought so your take is interesting because I take the second one more. I think the second one was actually, I think the second one did add a lot to the first one because, we get to explore Pandora, I guess.
Yeah.
And the family aspect is kind of what James Cameron is good at. But
the movie, I think the second
what's
one,
up, Void?
The Way of the Water was almost 3 hours, if I remember correctly. So if it was if it's a 3 hour movie, then you better have like a very clear plot on where this is going. but what did he want to talk about? But to me, it didn't really matter because Avatar was all about the spectacle. You're like in this like super realistic virtual world sort of thing. In every battle, no matter like what happens, it always looks amazing. So to me, Avatar 1 was like a complete movie. But Avatar 2, to me, it felt like the whole movie existed just as an excuse to show us those battles now and then. That's what it felt like. And that also applies to this third one, to me.
Well, I agree like 70%. But 30% is I do wish Way of the Water and this latest movie was one movie because I feel like they explored the same themes. Remember how that bad guy, Quarch, was it? Becoming a Navi and therefore beginning to understand the natives could have been a great theme. Whereas in this one, there's also, you remember how like colonizers always have local allies. So the what is it? The volcano clan?
Oh no, the
fire people, ash people.
The Mangkwans.
Yeah.
Mangkwans. That was their name.
So the ash people here was interesting. Except the problem I had was I wish it was first of all 40 minutes shorter. And I wish they didn't revive Quarch again and save them for the next movie and focused on this inter-Navi war where the wind people versus the fire people. Yeah. Because when they show me they also had this air balloon thing, right?
Yeah, and that reminds me a lot of like the Overlords in StarCraft.
Yeah. It also gave me like the Kevin Spacey one, the Water Life one.
Oh, you mean Kevin Costner?
Yeah, Kevin Costner.
What's it called? Waterworld. Yeah. Waterworld, yeah.
So I honestly thought the merchants and the Sea Navi were gonna ally against like the fire people or something. And another problem is, I did not like the fact that the whales returned. I mean, I did like it when they did the matriarch thing.
Yeah, that what was it? Like convening together to have that session. That was pretty awesome, though.
Yeah,
that was like a cinema experience because they're so massive. There's something so majestic and unreal about them, and I love like how the matriarch spoke. You know, the cinema I went to, the theater I went to was like a special theater with like, I don't know, these like 6 big blocks of subwoofers. Every time she spoke, like the whole theater would shake. I'm like, oh man, that is so boss.
4-hour screening would be a tough sell for existence. No, but I think they got away because it's James Cameron.
Yeah. And remember, the highest grossing film of all time, number 1 is still Avatar. Number 2 is Avengers Endgame. Number 3 is Avatar: The Way of the Water. So the biggest selling movies of all time in the history of cinema, top 3 of them, top 3, 2 of them are James Cameron's. So no surprise that the studio executives would just let him do whatever he wants. 3 hour, 20 minutes? Okay, let's go.
Yeah, but you know what's so funny though? Because the second one, after I watched this one, I searched it and to check how long that was.
Yeah.
But that was also 3 hours and 20 minutes. But the funny thing is, for me, Way of the Water felt shorter. But this one, I gotta be honest, after the 2 hour mark, I did start like looking at the phone. And I was like,
really?
So when is what? And another thing is, it felt repetitive because it had a lot of the same themes of the second one.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying. I think that is why it felt like an extension to the second movie. We still have Spider torn between his real father and the Sullies. And we again have Kiri exploring like her secret. And again, we have like a family that struggles to survive and stay together.
Yo, you're gonna love this. Listen, when Kiri went inside Mother Earth and she looked back, and if she did a Kaiju rising, I would have forgiven everything.
That would have been so awesome.
I was like, no lie.
If like half the planet starts to move.
Yeah, no, listen. When the whale versus the whalers and the armies again happened, I was getting deja vu of the second one, right? So I thought the only way I can forgive this if Lady Earth, literally
does the Aquaman thing.
Yeah, just jumps out, like looking half like Kiri, and bash, like, or something crazy like that. Because, but that being said, let's praise it a little too. I did find like some of the scenes amazing though.
I found every scene amazing.
Yeah.
And if I get the chance to watch this movie again in theaters, I would watch it again just to scrutinize like all the details in every shot.
I am never going to watch this at theaters again.
You said after the 2-hour mark, you started looking at your phone, right?
Yeah.
I never once was bored during this movie. I have to give James Cameron this. It was still a massively entertaining movie for me. I mean, yes, it was so obvious what was going to happen. Things are predictable, but I think it's just like what we see visually. It's so enticing that it's very difficult for me to like get distracted.
Oh, watching the trailer, I thought the female Fire Clan chieftain was attractive. So she's attractive, or was I mistaken? I haven't watched it. Oh, she's the best part about the movie.
She is so menacing, and there's something very
sexual
about her.
Yeah.
What was her name? Varang?
Yeah.
Varang. She was voiced by that actress from Game of Thrones. You know, the one who gets stabbed in the belly in the Red Wedding?
Yeah. Uplin? Charlie.
Oona Chaplin. Yeah, Oona Chaplin.
Yeah.
And I liked how they put this, like, I kind of hope they explored her more. It's like, how did she lose her faith? I mean, she briefly explains why she is so godless, but I kind of wish we got to learn more about her.
Like, I feel like she should have been the main villain.
Yeah.
Like, because when I say the 2-hour mark, I'm talking about when they focus, like, show me new things, like the wind people, the merchants, and then Varang, and then I was kind of hoping that like we would get another like pan anti-Navi, like another faction, like not just the volcano people, but like people who hates the Mother Earth and get these themes about.
What's her name? Eywa, yeah.
Yeah, maybe the humans are corrupting them. Or maybe because if you look at colonial history, the natives themselves start to find the guns themselves, and then they fight among each other. And I was hoping they would just go more of that route.
Yeah, and I think the best part of the fights in this entire movie was like the one between Neytiri and Varang. Like when those two like went up against each other, that was like the best fight.
Yeah,
I wish they had more fights, the two of them. And I don't know, but Varang and her entire clan reminds me of Immortan Joe and the followers in Mad Max. So to me, this was like Pocahontas / Jungle Book Mowgli / Mad Max Fury Road.
Yeah, they had the exact same suicide bomber guy.
Yeah, exactly. The guy set himself on fire.
Yeah.
Man.
Also, I was hoping more of that too. Yeah.
And I was also surprised by how like surprisingly dark some of the scenes and the themes are. Because remember, Avatar has always been some sort of like family-friendly movie. But, like when the son, what's his name? Loak?
Yeah.
He put the gun to his chin. I'm like, wait a minute. Yo, isn't this PG-13?
Oh, but the moment he did that, I knew he was going to pull the trigger.
Yeah, but it's like, are we really going to show this to kids?
No, listen, I feel like they should have placed that scene later. So it's more convincing. Like, it might happen. But, like, once they put it too early, I was like, he's not going to do it.
That's not going to happen.
Yeah. No, and, like, okay, so you want to bring that up? The family dynamic is interesting. Like, I felt like Loak was a little bit treated unfairly. This is the part where the problem is. I wish the dialogue was stronger. Because...
Yeah, I agree. This said, if the visual spectacle was 100, I think the dialogues were like 30. Yeah,
it's just very generic comments because there should have been like, I don't know, because I think Loak has 5 fingers like a human, right? And his older brother before had 3 fingers. So I guess the movie is telling us that his older brother was more Navi-like.
Yeah.
While Loak is kind of an outsider like his father.
And, I mean, taking into account that this is like a 3-hour plus movie, I don't understand why they like dive deeper into these, like some of these themes. And we also have the dialogue between Jake Sully, and Neytiri about like having that anger and frustration towards like these hybrids, and it all ends after that conversation.
Well, see, this is what I mean by the second and this movie should have been one movie and shorter, because Neytiri's behavior can be explained if it's shown right away after his son died. Because his son dies in the previous movie, yes? The problem here is I had to remember that while watching this movie. You know, because so what I mean by like condensing this to 4 hours would have been like a better epic, better streamlined. Where so because then it hits emotional harder. But I feel like there were too many like pre-setups that were needed because they made it a 2-movie thing. That's how I felt.
And going back to Varang, our villain, I also wish they would explain what her torture technique is. You know how she connects her, like what's it called? What is that called? Kuru? Was it Kuru? And when she connects her Kuru to someone else, it like somehow tortures them. I want to understand what's going on, but there's no explanation on what's going on.
There should have been an additional scene where they explained that because she is motherless, like to those like serving nature god, her thoughts are terrifying, or something like that.
Yeah.
But you know what the problem is? Kiri does that to her later.
Yeah.
And Kiri wins.
Yeah, and what's going on there?
So,
what's going on?
I imagine like in the Matrix, they all have these like metal ponytails. And whoever catches the other guy wins or something like that.
Hold on. I also heard that Human Kid was somehow given the Navi neural node. Did that happen, or was it just internet nonsense? It does happen because he almost dies because he runs out of oxygen in his mask, and Kiri prays to Eywa, the mother, the great mother,
the
great mother, and these tree roots and I don't know, like whatever this like stem. What are they, like vines? Are they like vines / spiderweb kind of thing that reminds me of The Last of Us? It covers Spider, the human kid.
They become symbiotic,
and they become symbiotic. So he kind of becomes like Venom, but without the black stuff. And he can now breathe the Pandora's air, and he has no trouble like moving around without a mask. And it just happens. And I think now the humans are going to reverse engineer whatever happened to him and apply that to all colonizers. And I guess that's what the sequel is going to be about.
And the humans are fucking useless. Like you know what the problem with the human is? There should have been like another arch villain like Quartz. In the human side. Like,
and we get the same people. I kind of wish, since we had Varang in the Navi, maybe we should have had, like you said, a new like supreme villain in the human side.
It reminded me of, you know what it reminded me? Like I wanted like StarCraft expansion pack, the UED. Like, because the problem is by the second, like near the end of the movie, right? When the humans appear, I know they're just there to die.
And even the whaler guy is still there. It's the same dude.
With the arm chopped off.
Yeah, now he has like a bionic arm.
Yeah.
So why bring out the same guys?
Yeah.
And you talked about having this Navi war between different clans. Maybe the humans should also have like a competition. Like Wayland Yutani shows up and starts like a expansion starts an expansion competition or something.
Another thing that's confusing is like, why aren't the humans sending more troops to surround the planet completely? Like, just so like, it's compared to, for example, Skynet was a great villain because it was always looming over the Terminator's movie. Yeah, because there's a clock, there's a deadline. So even when Skynet doesn't appear, Skynet is like ubiquitous.
Ubiquitous.
Yeah, there we go. But here, the humans are like, when they come, they come. When they talk, they talk. And so that's why I wish they went darker with the Na'vi theme, because that was the interesting part. Because we always just view Na'vis as good people or people. And this is also dealing with what is human, right? That element. What is nature? But I liked it when Na'vis, like there were like more factions to Na'vi. And it would have been better if, they also have like
And another thing I didn't like was this idea of the Turok Makto. And Jake here says the reason why he doesn't riot anymore is he becomes the monster himself. Have we ever been reminded of that in the previous 2 films? No, I didn't know that happened.
No, Won-Jin.
Does he become like this, like monster with a bloodlust?
No, Won-Jin. He's shown us see that line was weird to me, because I was like, motherfucker, you kill more humans than every Na'vi combined. What are you talking about?
And I wasn't really convinced of the reason he mentions, like, why he doesn't ride the Turok anymore. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
When did that ever happen?
When she connects to Kuru, she gets to send pain signals to the brain of that avatar. The one that connects first gets to send the signal. Okay, that's one possibility. The most unbelievable part of this franchise is that there's only a company attempting to mine this planet. Yeah, that's right. Why aren't there more humans coming in? See, instead of Kurtz, we should have had a new human villain.
Yeah.
And then that human villain should have interacted with Varang. You know what I hated about Quartz and Na'vi? It would have been great if...
Oh no, his name was Quaritch.
Yeah, Quaritch.
Yeah, Quaritch.
Like, I would have loved to see like a A-level caliber actor, much smaller than Varang. You know how Hannibal Lecter is scary and sinister without being big?
Yeah.
Like that kind of human being that just represents just pure capitalist greed of the humans. So this person is just so menacing that the bigger Na'vi like fears him. But he does this, Satan deal.
Yeah.
There's like none of that aspect.
And we have the same general.
Yeah.
We have Carmelo.
What happened to your soprano?
Not Carmelo. Carmela.
Yeah.
Carmela.
She left
soprano.
New Jersey to conquer.
From Jersey to Pandora, baby.
Yeah. No, and then that's so disrespectful.
We also have Giovanni Ribisi.
I didn't even care about those. And what's it up with this Italian American casting for all the bad roles? I felt sorry for them because they got such like redundant lines.
Yeah.
I'm evil general. I'm like stop. And then the evil corporate guy, he was already useless in the first one. Why aren't they sending another like corporate? Isn't the best representation of like corporation when one manager goes, they can always replace you?
Yeah.
So where's that evil aspect? I wanted to see some new actors, like with sinister lines, because the humans can do way worse than the bear torture thing. Like why aren't they doing the Vietnam thing where they start throwing like napalms down the forest, like scorched earth tactics, not just burning, but because burning is easy. That's just PG-13's thing. But like if you're gonna show a kid do the suicide thing, like why not just do imply horrifying things?
Man, it was so redundant in so many ways.
Oh, another thing I would have loved is if they showed us a lab where they're like cutting up Na'vi and making up Protoss and Zergs. Like, why aren't we going there? Might as well, right? I mean, we're already doing the Matrix thing. I mean, these humans have no limits, right? They're torturing the bear, so...
And, another thing I felt after watching the third one is in the second movie, because we now had the sea element, the water element, it was fresh. The first one was, of course, it was mind-blowing because we get to like see this extraterrestrial landscape in 3D and everything. In the third one, there's nothing new that they're offering. So no longer does it feel fresh. No longer does it feel amazing. Everything is like a deja vu. I've all seen them. Like, is there anything else?
Yes, there's going to be stone and earth.
Yeah,
this is going to be called Avatar the Airbender, where Every medieval element is gonna come back. It's gonna be, and the last one is gonna be air. Avatar 5, air. Avatar 6, heaven and earth.
Or it might go the Captain Planet way. Yeah. Earth, fire, wind, water, and the last one's heart.
Avatar, last one, love wins all. God damn.
Eywa loves you all.
Yeah. Yo, listen. Now that they showed us Eywa in the tree, the next one better have Eywa come up. Like, oh, this is what I want to watch. I want to do, like, I want the humans to send like a Unicron, and Eywa just steps out of Pandora. Yeah.
A transforming planet.
Yeah. Void. Also, it's never really explored as to why all the animals have 2 neural nodes while the Navi have 1. Well, I didn't know the animals had the 2 neural nodes. I just know that they all have at least 1. Oh, Won-Jin, another thing is, let's compare this to other franchise. The problem I have with this one, I think this movie should have been like Terminator and ended in the second one. Because you know what Star Wars have and, you know, Star Trek have that this movie doesn't have? Like a large-ass universe.
Yeah, that's true.
See, like the Navi not being able to do space travel limits them so much. Like, I would have preferred if they have like a Zerg.
I agree,
Zerg transport.
I think that's one of the reasons why everything feels so redundant, because we cannot escape this world.
Yeah.
But Star Wars, it shows you like 10 different worlds.
Yeah. So next one better be Pandora Strikes Back, and then we go to Earth with these advanced Navis with like ash people like conquering,
and they can breathe even better on Earth. It's like, oh my god, the oxygen level is strong. I'm never getting out of breath.
Yo. Oh, so next one. Oh, here's another. I think there is a possibility to save it though. Like the next one, if we find the Navi like tribe that actually like coexist with a species that can space travel, and they have this ritual that go to their moon or whatever. Or I mean, I guess Pandora is already a moon, so they're going to go to another planet. There needs to be a way for this world to expand. Like, because okay, but I admit some of the Pandora scenes were amazing, but I'm sick of diving in the water. I want to, like, I was hoping they would, but they already did the air fight. So what's next? They're going to stone and earth go down onto the ground?
No, maybe they're going to go like subterranean levels.
Exactly.
I don't know. But like I said, it's redundant. This world is no longer like exhilarating. And James Cameron,
oh, another thing,
it's still gonna make a lot of money, so he can do whatever he wants. But I wish that we would get to see some new landscapes or new worlds.
No, another thing they could have done is, I think, do more of a time jump from the second one, where Loak is already an adult, and
Sully and Neytiri are like grandparents.
Yeah, or what's the other one? And Kiri, is it? She's older, so she's more available power. Honest opinion, boys. Believe the Avatar movies do proof we are going to become the Avatars one of these days or not? It's possible.
What happens to the whale creature in the movie? The whales, they get together and they now fight back, like actively fight back. Because in the second movie, what's his name? Pyakan.
Yeah.
Pyakan was an outsider in his from his pods, and he was the only one, like a black sheep, was acting aggressively against like humans. But this time he gets to persuade the rest of them. They all get together and they fight. And the matriarch, she's huge. And she basically goes like the people's elbow thing. She does like the wrestling move against those big ships.
I did want to ask her, how did you get those earrings on?
Yeah. I don't know how she got them, but they're badass, man.
Look, because I'm assuming the Navi, the aquatic people did it for her, right? Because like I don't see how.
Those are big rings, man.
Yeah, I could. No, but okay. One of the coolest scene was when she says, "I'll go first."
Yes, matriarch.
Yeah, that was a cool ass scene. That was a cool ass.
You know she's commanding.
Yeah, that's a cool ass scene. The wheel creature that Jake's son bonds with. What happens to him? Does he? No, he doesn't die. He's all good.
He goes back to his original family pod, and spoilers alert, his original pod, they're all like they had been hunted, and there was only one survivor.
Okay. Oh, you know what? I gotta be honest. when I saw that guy with the eye,
The blinded one.
that was the saddest part. Like, see, this is a mixed bag. Like, it almost did make me cry. Like, because it was just like, because the lines are so simple. Look what they did to me. And
I love how he returned. And when the matriarch and the rest weren't being persuaded, like the moment he shows up, they're like, "Oh my god, we need to kill these humans."
No, but see, but I still had to, when I was watching this movie, I still had to remember what happened in the prior movie because it was so long. So here's another solution. The second movie, 2 hours and 30 minutes, and then it should have been called Part 1, Water and Fire, and this one called Part 2. Because I think this movie should be called Water and Fire. Because water was such a huge part. And I would have preferred the whales fight the fire people. As kind of like an elemental thing.
And does Jake die? No, he doesn't die. And Scott, since you mentioned Jake, I gotta say, there's something wrong with like who to focus on in this movie. Because clearly in the first movie, Jake Sully was the center of all like the major plot. He was the one advancing all this. The second one, it shifts the focus to the kids. But kids aren't actually like advancing any major plot line.
No, Loak is though.
Is he?
Loak is. He's the one that convinces the whale mothers to fight. He's the one convinces. So he is. No, I think. Let me put it this way, Won-Jin. I think what you're trying to say is there are too many characters. I think isn't that better?
But if they are gonna focus on some of the characters, then I mean, the movie had all the time in the world, plenty of time to advance these stories in detail, and it just doesn't happen. And I kind of felt that Neytiri and Jake were wasted in the movie. Because I think they have more presence than these kids. And one of the annoying thing about the kids is...
Annoying?
Yeah, annoying. But compared to the second movie, I don't see any progress being done. It's like,
really?
Did they really grow?
Oh, you mean as like a character?
Yeah.
No, see,
they're exactly the same kids from the second movie.
No, Won-Jin, let me explain. Let me. This is what I think. They did grow, but at a snail pace. See.
Yeah.
If the first movie, not the first movie, the prior movie, and this one was one movie, it would have been more convincing.
Yeah.
Loak watching his brother die, and then that caused attention with his father, but he ultimately proves himself like his father that he is a leader. Instead, they drag it on for so long.
Yeah.
Every time Spider tried to be Navi, I was just like, just make him a Navi already.
Hold on. Why don't you think they could have done what they did in the Free Willy movie when they tried to capture the whales? They should have done the same thing with these whale creatures in the Avatar movie. I think here the whales are more intelligent and they talk with the tribe. And hold on, I just looked it up, and apparently how do you read that? Pluribus has one neural node. Okay. The female villain avatar, the 5 people actually based on the Japanese or Chinese tribe that use fire. Okay. She gives you a lot of Native American vibes though, with the war paint and everything.
Well, I think she's more of a hybrid, like Ainu people and Polynesian people. Because see, that's what I liked about it. Because I would have liked to see even more Na'vi diversity.
She also reminded me of not only Mad Max, but what was that movie we watched?
Mortal Kombat?
Bone Tomahawk?
Oh, Bone Tomahawk. Yeah. So like her like she was good, except again she loses focus. Like she becomes secondary.
Yeah.
And what I didn't like? I did not like Cortez and Quaritch, I'm sorry. Quaritch and her relationship getting mirrored with Jake and Neytiri. I didn't like that too much. I would have rather like her coming out on top. And no, but like I don't know. There's too many things. Okay, let me put it this way: too many characters, too many things going on, and too goddamn long. Like I watched this on 3D glass, right?
Yeah, me too.
I was like, why didn't I watch this on 2D? Like, cause like the first 2 hours was cool, and every time the third one, I'm like, stop, make it stop. I can't handle it no more. Please, my senses.
Oh man.
But anyway, shall we? Favorite character, favorite scene?
I guess my favorite character in this movie is... hold on, let me see. I would say the coolest one was Varang.
Favorite character?
Yeah, she was the coolest here. And my favorite scene, I would say, is the final combat. The final battle. Yeah, that would be my favorite scene.
Wait, aren't the Water Navy... Oh, you're right, Void. But I'm saying there... Again, when we say Polynesian, there's so many different cultures there too, right? So
yeah.
You know how in a Free Willy movie 1 and 2, they used the nets to capture the whales? I wish they could have done that instead of harpooning them. Yeah, but Walker, harpooning them here is more brutal. And honestly, it is really brutal. What about your least favorite character and least favorite scene, man?
My least favorite character is, I would say, Mrs. Soprano. I don't even understand why she was there.
You know, can I tell you, not my least favorite character, but do you know the character I felt sorry for? One of the Water Tribe people's son gets just casually killed. Yeah, I felt bad for that kid.
Yeah. And also the whaling guy, because he's such a piece of shit. I'm so glad that the blinded whale got to have the revenge on him.
What's your least favorite scene?
My least favorite scene is like those dialogues that talk about the spirituality of like the Pandora, like the Great Mother and blah, 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 and really takes us nowhere.
One of my favorite scenes was when the Na'vi start learning guns, those fire ash people. Yeah.
In slow motion.
Yeah.
With the flamethrower and
thunder. Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like that girl avatar that connected the mother thing. Yeah. My least favorite character was the guy without an arm. It seems to me that the Fire Na'vi clan is based on Comanche. Yeah, possibly.
Does remind me of the Native Americans. That's true.
Yeah.
And I guess it's based on the Comanches and Mad Max.
A lot of different inspirations there.
You can see where they got the inspiration from.
My least favorite scene was the unending fight. Yes. Yes.
Oh, and another one of my favorite characters was the squids. Man, they were terrifying. And thank God they were like being the allies towards the end.
Yo, why weren't there a giant one?
Yeah, they needed like the mother one.
Yeah, the
like
mama.
Big ass, the queen squid.
No, it should have been the mama squid coming next to Kiri and says, what shall we order us now?
Kill them all.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, Roger that.
Yeah. So let me get this straight, though. The matriarch whale is the whale creature grandmother, and she takes in her grandson back. Oh, it's not clear if she's like, but she's probably their like ancestor to all of them, though. That's the implication. We don't know if he's the grandson or great grandson. It could be like a grand nephew.
Yeah.
Yeah. Only for them to end up saving each other. Wasted 40 seconds on watching a fight. Let's talk about what are the chances we could come after this average. How high are the chances, and how? What does he mean?
Hold on. What are the chances we could come after this, advertisers? How high are the chances and low chances this is going to happen? Come after this, advertisers? I don't understand what it means.
But another thing that I found disappointing was they didn't give the baby girls more role. I wanted the baby girl to have a bigger role. The runt,
the youngest one.
Yeah. I felt like they were going to reveal a special power with her too or something. Yeah. I mean, she was cute and all. But see, this is why they need a time jump.
And, I was kind of concerned because she constantly gets abandoned by her siblings. They're like, they just tell her what to do when they're supposed to watch. Watch what's happening to her.
really the big conundrum is why a planet-wide intelligence isn't developing technology. Void is going in it. Void is going in. Yes, but Void, this is all fake anyway. So. All right, shall we give this number grade, man?
I would still give this movie an 8.
That's very generous, man.
Because I was still very entertained. Okay, maybe 7. 8 may be too generous. Maybe 7. The problem is, to me, it still feels like an extension from the second movie. That's the biggest problem. And if that's the case, it doesn't have to be this long.
Yeah, you know what? When I felt tricked. It almost felt like I was forced to watch a director's cut without my consent.
Imagine if there's another version, like a director's cut
that's
that's
why
4 hours long.
That's why I love Tarantino and Ridley Scott. Because when I go to the theater, like, remember, I'm a human being. I need to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
So if I'm...
Yeah, they should have like an intermission.
Yes!
Yeah.
So if you're going to do an ultimate cut or like a Tarantino special, at least put it on the title so that, I'm not going to watch it as a theater or is there intermission time? Like, let me... Because honestly...
Instead of the title Fire and Ash, they should have like, fuck your bladder.
Yeah, and the title tricked us. This is like... Okay, another... Like, to add on to what Won-Jin said, it should have been called like expansion pack, Way of the Water. Yeah.
Oh man.
And another problem I had was, 3 years I think in 2020 is different from 3 years of the 90s.
Yeah.
In terms of like CG technology, because don't you think we have games that are just like mind-blowingly good in graphic wise?
I think that's why the movie's losing its magic. And that's why the first one was so amazing. That's also why the first Transformers in 2007 was so amazing to us. But now, like you said, we have computer games that have graphics just as like sophisticated as the one we see in movies.
Yeah. So the difference, and another difference between movie and game is I'm engaged. Here I'm kidnapped in a theater that I paid $20 for, so I can't get out. Okay, anyway. Sorry, let's talk about chances. What is going to happen? Come back as ever to like, and then what are the chances of it happening? It's definitely going to happen.
Yeah, and the reason why I know it's going to happen is because it's been mentioned in so many different science fiction movies.
By the way, if you want to add that, like the theme had been talked out before, but the first 2 movies, they got away with it because of the graphics.
Yeah.
But the third one, I'm watching Dance with the Wolves again, except
Pocahontas and Mad Max and Jungle Book.
Okay, boys, which one do you like better? The first Avatar, the second Avatar, or the third one?
I think the first one was always...
I'm actually going to go second one.
My favorite.
I'm actually going to go second one.
Really? Okay.
Because I felt like the second one enriched the themes of the first one by having that human guy reborn and become a Na'vi. It wasn't supposed to make sense. It was just supposed to be science fiction to the fullest.
And I kind of wish they also dived deeper into that theme because it's also like briefly scratched on the surface because they keep telling Quaritch that you're a dead man's memory.
Yo, everything is briefly scratching this except those poor whales. This movie is definition of pure scratch.
Oh man!
Because if you want to go deep, they need to have better dialogue.
So it's inexcusable because the movie's 3 hours and 20 minutes long. Like, how do you not dive deeper into this theme?
Whatever happened to VR stuff James was referring to VR. I don't think VR's ever, like not ever, but like my personal opinion is it's going to take at least another 10 years for VR to be like mass.
And commercially viable.
Yeah. So I'm going to give it a 7 too, man. Like, because I wish I could give it an 8, but it was just not a perfect film.
Yeah.
No, but hey, I would maybe it is James Cameron's most ambitious though. Because I mean, it does kind of have that Romance of the Three Kingdoms vibe, with all the factions.
Yeah.
Because it did increase that. And so, I don't know, but still 7 though, because the execution was not there. Like, there were a lot of distracting things. I did like it when Neytiri like shot arrows with a missile.
Oh, the
bomb,
the frag grenade thing. That was brutal.
Yeah,
I kind of started feeling sorry for those pilots.
No, but I didn't feel sorry. You know why? Because I've just seen Vecna rip apart soldiers alive in Netflix. Oh, another thing is this should have been rated R. Maybe I would have liked it better. Avatar. You know what I will love to? I will Pocahontas and Avatar back to back. I'm really want and free Avatar back to back. What are you guys do the same thing? See the similarities? Yeah, they're all very similar. Oh, basically Avatar is Pocahontas meets Free Willy.
Yeah. And Space Smurfs.
Yeah. Avatar is pure spectacle. So the first
gains points for being novel, and the second gains points for having better graphics. I agree. Visually, this is like 12 out of 10 to me. But like all other criteria, they don't meet my expectations.
No, but hats off to James Cameron because he loves water. He just loves water. I think Titanic. He couldn't wait for the boat to go down on the water.
Even the end credit scene, that's full of these shots underwater.
Yeah, I mean
that costs money, man.
Listen. Sir James Cameron loves water. I bet he does water all the time. He just loves them water. But anyway,
that's our take on Avatar: Fire and Ash.
So JoeJinMovieSoAwesome gives it a 7. We're gonna take a short break to come back to talk about
Pluribus.
This has been JoeJinMovieSoAwesome. I'm Joe.
I'm One Jin.
We'll see you guys in a bit.
We'll be right back.
So for director James Cameron, who loves water so much, it must have hurt his eyes to write down Fire and Ash. I bet he wanted to say fire and fire, not water and water. Water all over. Ocean, lakes, rivers, space oceans. I can't get enough of oceans in the earth. I'll go